Back live. Thank you guys so much for your patience. As you guys know, this is part two of our All Signs reading this evening. And for those that booked a mini reading, you'll notice that I did email you a link to part two of this reading. So keep in mind, though, that we have already completed Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So if you have Aries, Taurus, or Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, there is a link down in the description box below to go to part one of this video. In this video, we'll be starting off with Cancer and we'll go all the way to Pisces. And then following that, we'll start our mini read portion. We've been experiencing some technical difficulties tonight because Apple decided they wanted to do an update. And so here we go. Here we go. It's something, but I'm back. I think I'm clear. Can you guys hear and see me okay? Am I still freezing? I hope not. I hope not. Hey, Cherie! I hope I'm not freezing, y'all. Please tell me I'm not freezing. Oh, Lord, it looks like I'm still freezing. Okay, hold on a second, y'all. Hold on, hold on. Can y'all hear and see me okay? I'm hoping that it doesn't freeze now, but we're going to keep troubleshooting until we figure this thing out. So y'all let me know how it looks and sounds on your end, please. Can y'all? Oh boy, y'all. It's been a mess tonight. Okay. I'm trying different things, guys, and hopefully we can get it going. I'm trying different things, guys, and hopefully we can get it going. So I'm just going to wait for just a second and see how this works out for us before I proceed. I think we're good. I'm crossing my fingers and my arms. I hope we're good. Can you guys hear and see me okay? It looks like it's clearing up on my end, which is a good thing. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, I think it's clearing up too, Cassandra. All right, y'all. I think we're good. I'm trying a different charger because what I'm noticing is that the computer is not charging up very fast. So I think if I can get the computer charged up, it won't act wonky because that's happened in the past when I do lives. I checked my internet connection. It's working good. Yeah, I think we're my software is running good. I think the battery of the laptop just needs to charge. But now that I've used a different charger that may help the issue, everything seems to be clear now. Yeah, I can hear and see myself okay. So listen, y'all, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, I think we're good. I think I figured out what's going on. I probably just needed to switch chargers. Troubleshooting at its finest. Partially my fault. I was on my computer earlier doing some other things and ran into a brick wall because Apple decided to want to do an update. So it's just been a crazy evening, but I think we're good now. Yeah, it looks like it's clear now, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm a timestamp it here for cancers. Again, my apologies, guys, for all of the confusions and delays. But I love what Michelle said. Michelle says, I think the lesson is to learn is patience, not to break under stress and going with the flow. Yeah, definitely a big lesson about that. And it's very stressful when you want to put forth your best work for your audience, especially when it comes to these readings and my beautiful subscribers that purchased readings tonight. So, no worries, guys. We're a little bit behind schedule, but it's all good. We're going to go ahead and continue this reading with Cancer. Any cancers in the building? Cancer, 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 Cancer. We got Miss Cassandra in the building, of course. All right, let's do this, guys. Oh, Gia says, "Hey, Mika, made me so happy to see you live." Yay. And look, we're still up, y'all. I think we're still up. It's not freezing. We're still up. It's not freezing. We're still up. It's not freezing. My little happy dance. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's do it, Cancer. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Cancer and the person that they're currently connected to in love and romance at this time? We have the Tower in the reverse. Reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Cups. This is someone who is heartbroken. Heartbroken that you've walked away or there's been this disconnect from you two. And they notice that the way that you show up in this relationship now, in this moment, is not the same Cancer that they remember. Their biggest fear is that they're going to lose you. They know they hurt you, cause you a lot of pain. Queen of Cups in the reverse is someone that is definitely feeling deep in their feels, feeling less confident to be vulnerable. So the way that you used to treat this person, it's no more. And this person's starting to panic. You see, the tower keeps falling. Let's clarify this to see what that tower moment is. Aha. Seven of Swords. Yikes. And the Judgment reverse. You're dealing with someone who makes very irrational decisions, very impulsive, and they think that they can get away with same thing but expecting different results. But they're breaking their own heart. You may have told this person they needed to change. You may have told this person they need to grow up. They need to, stop doing the same things over and over and over again. And despite all this, I think this person continues to engage in these behaviors, but they're actually hurting their own self and hurting you in the process. This is someone who needs you more than you need them. And the way you currently feel about this situation is taking a break, or for some of you, totally stop talking to this person altogether. You don't trust this person, rightfully so. But this time apart has made this person panic and go into a state of urgency to try to reunite with you. Yeah, their fear of letting go of you to entertain third parties or other people is their biggest fear. I think this is someone that gives or invests in other relationships, third parties like karmics, or this could be their family, their friends. And then, they feel content giving you breadcrumbs. And that's not going to work for you, Cancer. Not at all. So taking it nice and slow, slow and steady wins the race. That's this person's approach. Slow and steady wins the race. Can y'all hear me okay? That's this person's approach. I think you can. Okay. So, what is this 3 of cups? I want to look at that for just a second, Cancer. Yeah, this is someone that feels like going different directions. Some days they want to go with you, then the next day one. So it's like someone that lacks a lot of confidence. So it's just safer. It's like a security blanket to be able to have someone else that they can go toward or entertain, whether it be actual third parties or family or friends. They just kind of put you on the back burner, in other words, when things are not going well with you. But I'm getting a heavy sense of arrogance with this person. They can be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they could be a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doesn't have to be it, but that's the main energies coming through. So let's get some advice, Cancer. Michelle says yes. CJ Brooks says, yep, non-committal. Yeah. I hate when people do this to good loving people, but they don't know. They're gonna reap what they sow. So what advice do we have for Cancer with this situation, Spirit? 6 of Cups, the Tower, and the Four of Swords. Remember what this person put you through. Remember how they showed up. What were they doing? Not how they made you feel, but what did they actually do? That's what spirit wants you to focus on. And let that sit deep in your spirit as to knowing how to move forward from this. This breakup was for a reason. It came quickly, I'm hearing, but just as fast as it came crashing down, this person will try to come back. And this is where spirit is urging you to really think very rationally about who this person has shown up to become. This is someone that expects to do the same thing but get different results. Be careful. Be careful, Cancer, with this one. They will definitely be back. All right. Yep. Somebody says it's going in and out. You boy. All right. Let me change microphones. Let me change microphones, y'all. And then when I come back, we're going to do Leo. So I'll be right back. Ugh. All right. What about now? Is that a lot better? Is it still going in and out? I really hope that fixes all the issues. It looks like the video is clear. This has been a doozy tonight, hasn't it? We had technical issues all night long, y'all. It's driving me crazy, but I think we're good. And this has been a doozy tonight, hasn't it? We had technical issues, but I think we're good. All right, Leo. I think we're better now. What I did is I like restarted my streaming software. So how does the sound go on your end? Shonda says it's not just your YouTube channel, but other channels are having the same issue. Okay, good. I know. I'm glad it's not just me. It's YouTube. Okay, YouTube is just acting up. Just left alive and is doing the same thing. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, I'm glad to know it's not me. I've been troubleshooting all night. I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll close out this live and go to that live. I've been trying to do whatever I can. So I'm glad it's not just me. But it's kind of look okay, well, I'm glad to know it's not. It looks like my audio is off. So it's like I'm talking and running my mouth, but my audio is not matching my lips, and that irritates me. It looks like I'm talking a different language and I have a voiceover that's translating my words. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Yeah, Gia says YouTube is just acting up, just left alive, and it's doing the same thing for her as well. Yeah. Okay. That's crazy, y'all. Chinese, right. It looks like I'm like like I'm doing a Chinese video. Okay, let me try to restart it one more time and see if it'll kick in. That's crazy. All right, so hopefully it fixed the issue. If not, the good thing is you guys can hear and see me. So even if you have to be one of those people to kind of look away because you're like, yeah, I don't like when people are talking and the lips are not aligning. Hopefully now it's aligning. Let's see. Hear and see. No, it still looks like it's off. To be one of those people that kind of look away because you're like, yeah, I don't like when people are talking. Oh, my lips are aligning now. Yay! Okay. I had to refresh my page on my laptop here. I think we're good. Let me double check one more time. Look away because you're like, yeah, I think we're good. Hey, okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Woo! Oh my gosh. Happy dance. All right, let's do this, Leo. Hey, Debbie. Debbie, you missed out on the fun. We've been going through it tonight, Miss Debbie. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. All right, here we go. You fix my pillow because I feel like I got a hump in my back. Hold on a second, y'all. I can't function like that. There we go. Whew, Lord, I had to do so much moving around. My pillows and got all messed up. Okay. It's been something, Miss Debbie. You missed out, man. It's been crazy. Cray, cray. I'm about to go insane tonight. But I think we're good now. So what I want everybody to do, if you have not done it already, click out of the video and then come back. Do that right now. Click out of the video and come back and it won't freeze for you anymore. So everybody click out and then come back. Heavy on the come back. Heavy on the come back. So that way it'll stop freezing and glitching and I won't be talking in Chinese anymore. All right, here we go, Leo. Is the mic messing up? No. Oh, it's doing it again, guys. Ah! What in the world? Okay, so I close it out and open it back up. Hopefully, I'm not in Chinese. What in the world? Okay, so I close it out and open it back up. Hopefully, I'm not in Chinese. What in the world? Okay, so is the sound matching my lips now, guys? I'm hoping it's gonna work. Let's see. Are we good? Hoping it's gonna work. Let's see. I think we're good. All right, we're going to continue regardless if we're good or not. I don't want to keep everybody up all night long waiting on their readings. So we're just going to let us pray. Let us pray, y'all, because I ain't got time for this tonight. Let us pray. All right, let's do this, Leo. Mighty, mighty Leos. Thank goodness for timestamps. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the people watching live that's been with me all night waiting for their readings. I'm sorry, guys. I can't control it. It seems to be a YouTube issue. So we're gonna keep going. Okay. AJT says, yeah, you gotta leave and come back in. And once you leave and come back in, it should be fine. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this, guys. My 22 viewers, because everybody left. Here we go. Spirit, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Leo and the person that Leo is connected to in love and romance? Three of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This definitely feels like somebody that is really stressed out, okay? Because they know that they're missing out on a great opportunity with someone that they really hurt, which is you. And they want to talk to you about getting back together. But this is not the energy of someone that wants a relationship. It just looks like the energy of someone that just wants to um, come in and be kind of platonic with things, friendly. I'm hearing relive the good times. Yeah, this is not someone that has any type of vision or goal of creating something long term. I think this is somebody that lacks hope that it could work out that way. So they keep it very superficial. Let's look at that a little bit. Why doesn't this person want to fully invest in Leo? Okay, because you guys ended things with the death card. Yeah. And so they feel like, even though we've ended things, they don't want to let you go. It feels like a possessive energy this person has. Like they don't necessarily want you to go off to be with someone else. Stay in my energy, stay with me. because I don't want anyone else to have you. All the while, you're suffering because this person hurts you and you don't really feel confident that this is someone that can be a good partner for you. So, this is why you may have definitely stopped communicating with them with the Eight of Wands in reverse. I'm getting like blocking energy or no contact. All the while, this person has been thinking about reaching out to you because all they think about is the good memories you guys share. Yeah, they have a lot of good memories with you. And they don't want to, they don't feel the same without you in their space. They miss you a lot. This person could be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It doesn't have to be, but that's the predominant energy there. So let's find out, Leo, what advice Spirit has for you surrounding the situation. Spirit, what advice do we have for Leo surrounding this situation? We have the King of Swords in the reverse. And we also have the Six of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Page of Pentacles. The advice is don't give your power away. When you are with this person, I think that's what you've come to the realization that you really let this person have the upper hand. And you kind of forced a relationship to happen between you and this person. But it was no real passion here. It was kind of like you were just there. So Spirit wants you to think about what do you want to manifest for your future with the Page of Pentacles. I think a lot of you guys have ideas, but you're not really putting forth action. I think you're saying, yeah, I'm going to move on to someone else. I don't want to be with this person. I just want to move on. Yeah, but you got to first put yourself out there and cooperate with others for it to manifest. Start small and then work your way up from there. All right, that's what I have for you, Leos. Let me know if it resonates. I'm glad that we are back on track here. We got Virgos next. Any Virgos in the room? Virgo, Virgo. Okay. I think tonight has definitely wore me out, y'all. I'm trying to push through, but it's just like, it's just drained me. I've been trying to push through, y'all. I'm gonna keep pushing through. Don't forget that we're doing mini reads tonight. So if you would like to get a mini reading, we still got spots available. All right. And we have Miss Cassandra and Genesis. Genesis first, and then Miss Cassandra on the list for mini reads tonight for those that are interested. We have Gia here, who's a Virgo, as well as Miss Debbie. Let's get it, guys. Oh, Gia. Gia says it wasn't your fault. Push through. We need you. Thank you so much for the support. It's a lot of hard work to tap into these energies and read the messages for you all, but I'm gonna keep pushing through. If you're interested in booking a personal reading or a mini reading tonight, the information is down in the description box below. But I ask no questions in the chat, no questions in the chat. But if you would like to book a reading, check out the information in the description box below. Let's do this, Virgo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Virgo and the person that Virgo is currently connected to in love and romance? We have the Five of Cups, the Star in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, and underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the Six of Swords. Hmm. I took the easy way out. That's what this person would say. And they regret that. They feel like a failure. As they reflect about this relationship, they do definitely agree that they could have definitely really worked on getting to the level that you needed them to, but they just took the easy way out. And ever since you guys have disconnected, things have not gone very well for this person. I'm getting a very impulsive energy from this person, a very immature, impulsive energy. They do what they want when they want to, and they think about the consequences later. They don't really think how their actions are going to lead to consequences. They just wait until they suffer and then they say, oh crap, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably shouldn't have left Virgo. I probably shouldn't have treated Virgo this way. It's all because of what this person wants. They want to be able to still have you in their life, even if they had to leave. They didn't plan to go long. They plan to still have you in their life. Now, you, Virgo, I think you're definitely over this whole situation. With the star in the reverse to the Four of Cups to the moon, you're not caught up in the fantasy anymore. The illusion that this person was selling you, the dreams that they were trying to get you to believe. This whole situation has really disrupted your peace. A lot of you are watching because you feel like you've been left in the dark. You don't even know who this person is anymore because they just do stuff. Yeah, and it really takes a toll on your confidence. I'm getting a lot of you guys have isolated, possibly went into hermit mode, even though I don't have the hermit card here, in order to gain your strength back to move forward. For a lot of you guys during this time apart, this is definitely someone, that if they do work on it, it's like them saying, we'll see what happens. I have a lot of passion for Virgo. I want to, not lose Virgo. Remember, it's a possessive energy. So we'll see what happens. But they don't have a plan. They just, again, impulsively show up. I wouldn't be surprised if this person leads with a passionate offer, a passionate gesture, as you will, because they don't want you to be gone for good. Hmm. This person could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Leo. I also have Virgo, Scorpio, and Aries, and Pisces, and Sagittarius. Debbie says, true. This person lies, 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 lies. Oh, yeah. And Debbie agrees. She's definitely in her hermit mode. So, what advice do we have for Virgos moving forward? What do we actually advise Virgos to do moving forward in this situation, Spirit? We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Tower in the reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. It's really clear here that Spirit is saying really open up to a new perspective. I really think you're being a bit too critical on yourself and the choices you made here in this relationship. Don't be hard on yourself. That would be the advice. So be open to a new perspective that this is a spiritual lesson and there was something significant to learn about you, because chasing perfection and chasing somebody to do something differently, even though it's not in your control, is going to lead to a disaster. And that's what happened with the tower moment in the reverse here. It just led to this person pushing themselves away or pushing you away. So this is a sign to let go of the stress surrounding this situation, because despite your efforts, what you've done here, Spirit wants to remind you that this is not your job to make this person better. This is not your job to beat yourself up. It's just a moment to reflect and say, okay, well, I learned the red flags from this situation and I'm not going to let this happen again. That's all. Yep. Release all that burden and move forward so you can mend your broken heart. All right. Good luck to you, Virgos. I hope that helps somebody out there. We got Libras next. Libra, Libra. Any Libras here? Debbie's giving all the red flags. I know, right? Nothing but a red flag. Gia says, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Debbie. All right, we got Michelle here. God's unique. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, Michelle, and your support tonight. It's greatly appreciated and helping me out with the troubleshooting too. Let's see what we got for Libras. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Libra and the person that Libra is connected to in love and romance? Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the Ace of Cups. This is somebody that needs you, and they've been very, very stressed ever since you've left, or since there's been a disconnect. There's been some type of clarity or breakthrough that's come through in this person's energy, and they want to talk to you about them not doing well since you left. And they're going to say, it's been a while for me to reach out to you, Libra, because I haven't been doing well. I haven't been feeling well. My energy's been off. It feels like a very like a person that's playing the victim as to why they've been holding off from you. It feels like somebody full of a lot of excuses. Can you tell me what's going on with this person, Spirit? Why are they not feeling well? Because they're insecure and they're scared of what you may say or do. So this is like avoiding a disaster. That's what they would say. Yeah, I'd rather not take action by reaching out to Libra or pursuing Libra or apologizing to Libra because there's a strong possibility it can lead to a fight or argument or issues between us. So I'd rather just, not communicate, not do anything. But this person's really been stressed though. That's the thing. So after a while, it started taking a toll on this person though. They can only hold back for so long before it starts driving them crazy. And the more and more you're separated from this person, the more that you're realizing that this is someone not aligned to what you actually want. You tell yourself, what's the purpose? What is the purpose of communicating or being with someone so immature, so weak? You look at this person as weak and pathetic. I'm getting, yeah. And it also upsets you at the same time because you feel like this person doesn't respect you after all you've done? So overall, it's very clear here. You're saying this is just a bad opportunity. It's not worth the investment. It's just too much. Some of you guys could be watching tarot or keeping tabs on this person in some type of way. And it's like the more and more you sit back and watch or get readings or, just keep tabs on them, the more and more it's making you realize, no, I can't do this. And while you're pulling your energy away, this person is starting to wanting to come closer because they're starting to become lonely, I'm getting. But they also know that their lifestyle or the way that they perceive things just doesn't align to your personal values. One of the big issues you have is this person just taking action. They just sit back and they stay in their head. They overthink. They don't do. They just complain. I don't know. Yeah. It's too much. All right, so what advice? Yeah, by the way, this person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be, but its main energy is coming through. CJ says, "Yep, grown boy." Shake my head. Actually, he's a clown. Yeah, it's very difficult to build a relationship with someone who is not trying to meet you halfway. Um, I don't even think this person's giving you an ounce, Libra, to work with. So, what advice do we have for Libra with this? We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Um, don't beat yourself up, Libra, about this situation. Continue to recover and repair. I think a lot of you guys feel abandoned, neglected by this person, and it's stressing you out what you've experienced, what you've lost. Especially if you put in a lot in this relationship or dynamic with this person, it feels like the tower is just constantly falling. And the more it falls with this person every single time, it takes a blow to your confidence. So it also stems up a lot of confusion about what is going to get me to a better space. Well, what it's going to be is just you moving forward. I think you guys are doing the right thing by disconnecting from this person and taking all the time you need to evaluate the situation. But your heart does still miss this person, but your mind is telling you no, it's not good for you. So it's a mind over a heart matter. Yeah. But it's his actions or her actions that made you really, put things in perspective or will put things in perspective that this is just not going to be a fair partnership. It's lacking stability and growth. Yeah. Michelle says, I totally felt abandoned by him. Yeah. And neglected for sure. And that's not what a relationship feels like at all. Not a healthy one. So I'm glad you guys are pulling through. Just keep fighting, Libra. This is not an easy energy. Um, it's going to take time. Just refocus your energy on yourself, your goals, and before you know it, it'll all pass in time. All right, we have Scorpio next. Scorpio, Scorpio. We got Miss Rashima here. Thank you, Miss Rashima, earlier for helping out and hanging out with us. Let's see what we got. My nose keeps itching, y'all. Sorry. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Scorpio and the person that Scorpio is connected to in love and romance? We have the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Lovers. All right. Someone in your energy feels like there's some unfinished business between you two, and they're working diligently on building up their confidence and their ability to express love towards you. This is someone that may have been very closed off emotionally. So I'm getting this is somebody that's really working on their heart chakra, working on, surrendering to this love situation. This person may feel like you're their soulmate with the lovers here. but they're trying to let go of things that have been blocking them. I'm just getting a very emotionally unstable person. Um, so that's why, like, it's very difficult for them to just show up because they want to make sure they're in a better space before they reveal how they really feel. It's been a toll on them emotionally, leaving you behind. And that's what's triggering this person to really look within. Yeah, they can't deny how much they do care about you and how much they want to be in a relationship with you. Like, this person may front and pretend like they don't care. That's what you see. But deep down, this is somebody that really can't shake you. No matter what they say and do, they just can't. Yeah, but they've abandoned the relationship. That's the problem. Every opportunity you've given this person, they've let you down. Some of them may have ghosted you or walked away. Yeah. So now it's starting to really set in that there's a strong possibility that you don't want anything to do with them. You're showing up as a Queen of Swords in reverse, very upset, very bitter, very cold, very pissed off. Yeah. And not feeling this person anymore. I think the love you had for this person has totally changed. And you have realized that you've got to just make peace with finding love either elsewhere or within yourself. I'm getting loving yourself first in order to make space to love others. So you've been doing the work. You've really been doing the work. You've been reflecting about this past situation, and it's all the fuel or initiative you need to keep going. When this person triggers you or tries to come back, you just go back and think about what this person has done. And that's enough to say, I can't do this anymore. So, with the Eight of Pentacles here to the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, I think this person doesn't really know, like, how to fix this. What do I say? What do I do? I may have missed my chances totally with Scorpio. This person's panicking. Yeah, they're really panicking and they really want your forgiveness, but they don't know how to fix this because it seems to me you definitely have sent a very clear message to this person in some type of way, Scorpio, that you don't want anything to do with them. So let's see. What advice do we have for Scorpio regarding this situation moving forward? We have the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Star in the reverse. The Sun. I said the Star. Okay, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but you have the Sun in the reverse and the Nine of Cups. Really work on your inner healing, removing away that bitterness, that cold hearted energy. I'm getting a lot of you guys have a lot of anger against this person. Spirit really wants you to work on that because it's blocking beautiful blessings coming in. hmm Like new opportunities are waiting for you, Scorpio, but you've got to do the hard work on healing that inner wound that this person has caused you, letting bygones be bygones. It's the power of forgiveness, you know? And once you can do that, you can start extending new offers. But there's always going to be that inner, tension when it comes to this past person. So finding a new partner is a journey for you, Scorpio. If you ever wondered, why is it so hard? Why can't I just shake this person, move on? It's because you guys have a very strong soul contract, but also this person, was a trauma bond. Let's call it what it was. It wasn't a very healthy relationship. So it felt like you guys were very much, trauma bonded. And this is where you have to look at it as you can't allow yourself to move forward to new things until you heal that part of you. Because I think it really triggered you in so many different ways, but it was hard to shake. Yeah. So keep moving forward. Scorpio, as hard as it is, really work on that inner voice, inner healing, that has to occur. Otherwise, you'll carry around this cloud of bitterness and anger and resentment and judgmental energy to new people. And then you'll be presented with a lot of karmics. And we don't want that energy to be all up in you. So good luck, Scorpio. I hope this helps. A lot of fire in your reading, fire and air. Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Doesn't have to be. That's the main energy. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's going to be your fixed lines, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. Rashima says, this is resonating with my personal reading I did on myself. Thank you, Mika. On point as usual. Awesome. I'm glad it resonated with you. And that's cool, Rashima. I didn't know that you do um, tarot readings. That's cool. So, yeah, it's cool when that happens. Now, listen, y'all. As a tarot fan myself, I tend to watch certain readers on YouTube, and sometimes it's really cool to see that those readers are very accurate with my personal experiences. So, don't shy away, tarot fans. Tarot readers can be tarot fans too. So, yeah, it's nice to get those confirmations. That's right. You sure did take my course. I forgot, Rashima. You sure did. So, how did you like the course? Did the course really help you, Rashima? I'm very curious. Did you feel like the course really helped with learning the cards? I'm just curious. I worked really hard on that tarot reading course. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of work to do that course because I had to create the workbook, I had to create the videos, and then of course the demonstrations and edit. It was a lot of work. So I hope that it was helpful for you. It looks like it was because you started doing personals on yourself. That is awesome. Yeah. Rashima says it was very informative and I use it when I'm watching other readings as well. Yay! I'm so glad it helps. And let me tell you, Rashima, when it comes to learning tarot and being better at it, you just have to just work with it. I recommend if you're a new person learning cards, getting a card with like the hints on it, that can be helpful as well. But remember, reading tarot is not memorizing the cards. That's only a small portion of what we do as tarot readers. We also tap into what is the message and we look at the combination, right? And we look at all the signs and the symbols and all the different meanings that I go into in my course. It's like, dang, when I was creating the course, I was like, dang, I didn't think about all the little symbols on the cards and what that may signify and mean. But it's that deep. And depending on the type of deck you're using, and you study those decks, a lot of times those cards have different meanings as well. So it's a really cool thing. And the fact that you actually resonated, that means you're doing something right. And I'm a great teacher. Yay! So cool. Thank you so much for the feedback on the course. I was wondering about my students in my course because it's self-paced and you guys get access to it for a year. So I'm very curious. That's good to hear. Yeah. You also said it was very interactive and the activity book has been a lifesaver. Yay! That's what I was hoping as a student watching the videos. Like you want to have something to like go by and read and understand. Because people learn different ways. And plus the slideshows of either all the cards and stuff and the symbolism and stuff, it's really, really cool. It's a really cool course. I wish I had something like that when I learned. I'm a self-taught tarot reader. So it's just you're talking about a lot of research, a lot of learning on my own. So to have it all into one particular course, it really helps. Yeah. Yep, it does. Yeah. To be a reader, it has you analyze it deeply, but not only that, connect the dots, right? Connect the dots to have the story. Yeah. Yeah, she says, I recommend everyone interested in tarot to buy it. I recommend it too. It's really helpful. It's a great beginner course and it's self-paced, it's very detailed, and it includes a cheat sheet. It includes video access to the videos and as well as a workbook. And that you can just work it as long as you want. You get a whole year access to it for one price. Yeah, really cool. I love that. Yay. Seriously, I'm excited. I worked Rashima, I worked my rump off. That was harder than anything I've ever tackled when it comes to my Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance business. Um, that was a lot of working parts. That was a lot of work. I had a couple of times I almost said, forget it, I'm gonna give up on this. But I said, no, I started this project and I'm gonna keep going. And the reason why, yeah, it's still discounted. And the reason why I discounted it was because I wanted to make sure that people that really wanted the information were able to afford it. Because we living in some hard times. You know, we got COVID, then we got all the stuff going on. And even my website, I can easily change my prices to full price. But I'm like, no, there's a lot of people out here who really need some support and guidance. So I just been keeping my prices on discount rates to really help a lot of people because that's what I'm about. You know, if I can do it for free, I would, but as you guys can see, it's a lot of work. So I have to pay for my time and my energy because I dedicate a lot to this, but I still want to be a little bit more supportive and help people. So yeah. Said you did a great job. Definitely the truth. Glad you keep going. You kept going. Yeah, thank you so much. I may have to do like a webinar. I'm thinking about Rashima doing like a webinar or something like that format instead of the course for people that want to learn tarot, just because I feel like the course, of course, is going to be long format and it's going to be more in depth versus a webinar can be like a series, a shorter version, but a series and be cheaper. Um, because surprisingly, I get a lot of tarot readers that watch me. I get a lot of people that want to learn tarot that watch me, but maybe some people can't afford the full course or something. So I don't know. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop rambling. We got Sagittarius next. Y'all know how I get off task sometimes. Sorry. Oh boy. Do we have any Sagittariuses here? Yeah, like the webinar, I think will be great, Vrishima, because it'll also be like a Google Voice thing, so it can be interactive as well. So we can go over a series of different, like, you know, like do like like you know how I have it set up as lessons. We can break down the lessons, but like a shorter version of them. So that way people can ask questions, like we do a Q&A session or something like that. And people can do join it, you know, live or whatever and ask questions. And it can be recorded and sent to the people participating. But I don't know how many people will be interested in doing it, so I haven't really put it together. So we'll see. I'll have to think about it. I may actually start thinking about that this week because I'm off for fall break on my day job. Love More is here. Jupiter Renee finally made a live. She said, I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad you made it, girl. Yeah, Jupiter, we are glad you're here. Let's get to the Saggy read. Saggy Waggy. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Sagittarius and the person that they're currently connected to in love and romance? Right now, in this moment, we have the Justice card, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Two of Swords as well as the Seven of Pentacles. This feels like the energy of someone that is going crazy because they're trying their best to try to contact you, but you have them blocked or you have them restricted or you've made it very difficult for them to approach you. And they really want to pick up where you guys left off and make things right. But it's giving them the blues and making them worry. What can I do next? How can I mend things? I'm trying, but Saggy keeps blocking me, or Saggy keeps making it hard for me to come forward. Yeah, I really want to show Sagittarius that I love them. You're showing up Sagittarius as a Queen of Pentacles, no matter the gender. But this person respects you. They see you as somebody that's very strong, very independent, have it all together. You could be someone that has really made this person's life very comfortable. A very responsible partner. That's what you are. And this person showing up as a King of Cups. Yeah, they love you, but they're frustrated with you because you're not letting them in. They're trying to show you love, but you're not having it. Okay, I got it. You with the Eight of Cups here to the Devil in reverse, you're trying to detach from this person because you see them as being very low vibrational. And since you've detached, it looks like your energy has evolved and grown to becoming this Empress. Very strong, very abundant. I think you're doing better. Remember, this person sees you as a Queen of Pentacles, but you view yourself as an Empress. I think your energy is coming across a lot better than what this person actually thinks. You know, an Empress is above a Queen. Growth. That's what it is. It's growth. Growth to a new life, growth to a new beginning. Yeah. Separating from this relationship, causing a divorce, a breakup, a separation because you feel like this is somebody that's not at your level. Yeah, you're ready to move forward to new opportunities, Ace of Wands. New passionate projects for some of you guys, new relationships for some. Whatever that Ace of Wands is, it's new. Away from this, all right? And this person's stressed that they didn't commit in time, didn't take action soon enough. Yeah, that's what they're stressed about. Like thinking like, man, I should have like taken this relationship more seriously in the past. I shouldn't have played around. I should have come together and made things right. But this is someone that didn't know how because they may have caused so much damage. Let's see, why didn't this person come to Sagittarius sooner? Because they were taking their time. They didn't have no sense of urgency. They were taking their time because they felt abandoned by you, neglected by you when you blocked them or told them you wanted, to take a break or what have you. So they were like, okay, well, fine. Since you want to push me away, forget you. And then they didn't really come towards you quick enough or fast enough. Now you definitely gone. You don't have the you don't have the energy to keep going back and forth with this person. That's what I'm noticing. This person could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We also got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. That's the main energies. Could be any sign though. A little bit of water here. All right. So, what advice do we have for Sagittarius? Spirit, what advice do we have for Sagittarius regarding this situation with their person? We have the Empress in the reverse. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. All these cards speaks of um no action, no forward movement, don't do nothing. Spirit saying don't do nothing at all. Just focus on recovering and repairing yourself, you know? Stay focusing on that. Yeah, I think that's what you've been doing, focusing on yourself, focusing on recovering from this relationship. Yeah. Get yourself to a better space and build your confidence up because this person depleted your energy, took your resources, caused you pain. And waiting on something to come back is just really leading to another karmic cycle if you were to go back to this. So, yeah, Spirit is urging you to really self reflect during this time alone in hermit mode and really reflect about the truth of what this person is and this situation is for you and what it would mean to um, either leave this person or go back. So, good luck to you, Sagittarius. I think a lot of you guys are definitely on the right track with your healing journey, which is really a good thing. We got Capricorn next. I'm holding on, y'all. I'm holding on. But as promised, after Pisces tonight, we're doing mini reads. So if you're still interested in getting a mini read tonight, I will be doing mini reads, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. And a big shout out to Mama Lisa holding it down in the live chat, modding tonight, letting you guys know don't forget to like the video if you're enjoying any portion of tonight's reading. Hello, Tashima. All right, Capricorn, let's get right into it. Oh, you did? You came right on Capricorn. That's cool. Considering all the technical difficulties we had tonight, Tashima, that's awesome that you came right on time. Don't you just love it when it happens? I know I do. All right, here we go. Fragrance therapy is a Capricorn sun. Let's do this. Mama Lisa's Capricorn. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Capricorn and the person that Capricorn's currently connected to in love and romance? Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Cups and the King of Cups. All right, here we go. So, there's definitely someone that is struggling making time for you, but really wants to work on reconciling with you because they have a lot of love for you. Time. So that's why this person really struggles with offering you much because they have other responsibilities, other priorities. This can look like them taking care of their family, taking care of their children, having multiple streams of income, or they just have a lot on their plate. So this is somebody that just doesn't have a lot of time. And so that's why it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can make this happen. I don't know if I can be good enough for Capricorn. Two of Pentacles can also speak about someone juggling. Let's clarify this Two of Pentacles. Spirit, what is this Two of Pentacles? King of Cups and the Empress. Okay. And the Nine of Swords. Okay. Outweighing the pros and cons of settling down with you is also an issue because they know what that would look like. You're someone that is of high value. You're showing up as an empress, and you demand or you deserve only the best. So this is where this person's like feeling stuck as a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They're trying to make sure they put their best foot forward, but they may not be at the level to provide you what you need, considering they have these other things in the way. And that's kind of causing this person a lot of fear and anxiety here. Now, your energy is coming across very solid, very single, very secure, minding your own business, making your money, balanced, happy. Yeah, happy. I said happy. Nine of Cups came out. You're just loving the skin you're in. You're loving your life. You're loving your income. Like you just feel like I'm good over here by myself, single. Yeah. And I think a lot of you guys are very interested in going toward new opportunities. But then you go back and forth to decide, should I go back to this person if they get their crap together? You do ruminate and think about the good times, but then you also think about for you, like what do you really benefit out of? Because you already have a lot going for yourself as the Nine of Pentacles. Like you have everything you need. So now you just need the love. Now you just need the solid partner. Yeah. And so a part of you is waiting for this person to show up, and the other part is waiting for a better opportunity to show up. Either way, you're good where you're at. You just, doing your thing. You're not stressed out. You're not desperate. You're not, you're just chilling. So yeah, secretly this person definitely wants to have a life or a relationship with you. But they also may have someone else. Who is this Queen of Cups? Y'all, I ain't got time for these folks today. Yeah, this is somebody that they're definitely entertaining. and manipulating to see if this person can kind of make them feel better. They can also feel like this person has figured them out and basically abandoned them, or they are going to abandon this person. Okay. It's a bunch of crap. This person's full of crap when it comes to this third party. They're treating this third party for like a place filler. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to use you for the time being to make me feel good because I really miss my Capricorn. And it looks like that's not going to work out, or it hasn't worked out. And now it's like, okay, well, if I want to go back to Capricorn, I got to get my crap together. But I'm kind of stuck because they've been deceptive. And they also have other things they got to work out. What's the other things? Yeah, they gotta work out a plan. A plan to come correct. Yeah. So that way they can get unblocked with the Two of Swords in reverse. And so it's really hard for this person because they put themselves in a predicament of thinking that they can go off to someone else. I don't know what they were doing with that person, but it seems like whoever this Queen of Cups was very kind and sweet. They were very loving, but they were not looking for someone that was going to treat them like a place filler. They were looking for somebody that's going to really settle down with them. So, this person's stuck. All right, so let's get some advice. Moving forward, now that you know this person is thinking about coming back, but they, are trying to work diligently to get what they need together to come back towards you. Lisa says definitely resonating, but a very painful relationship. Man, sorry you had to experience that. Yeah, this person doesn't feel like someone that can be trusted. They're very manipulative. Um, at least I saw that for the third party, but they could have done that to you at some point as well. What advice do we have for Capricorn when it comes to this person? Page of Swords in the reverse, Two of Wands, and we have the Queen of Cups. Remember that Queen of Cups that came up in your reading just a second ago? This person's going to try to tell you they want to be in a relationship with you, but they haven't totally decided if they want to let this Queen of Cups go. Okay. Yeah, they're going to tell you they want a new beginning with you and they want a relationship with you and that you make them happy and they've figured out that you're the one they want to be with. But with this Two of Wands here, they're trying to decide like, is it worth it? Because we've had a rocky relationship, Capricorn. It's kind of like a risk to go back towards you. That's the truth. That's what this person would say. So Spirit is saying move and proceed with caution. Yeah, proceed with caution because I don't think this is someone that honestly knows what they want. Page of Swords in reverse is somebody that's all talk, no action. So you'll know this is, your reading because this was somebody that will give you a lot of false promises, but then their actions say something else. Yeah, this person is waiting on you to apologize or waiting on you to extend the olive branch before they let go of this third party. The Two of Pentacles is in the reverse here. So once they know that you forgive them and that you're good and you guys can pick up where you left off, they're going to keep entertaining third party here. All right. So the advice is be mindful of that. All right, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Let me know if it resonates. I think it does. Tashima says, moving forward by faith with grace. I know that's right. Yeah, you got to. In those situations, it just doesn't really serve you at the end of the day. Because my thing is, if someone is really serious about you, they're going to build with you. They're going to work with you. They're going to be there for you. They're not going to make a bunch of excuses and they're not going to be in and out of your life. This is somebody that I feel like doesn't really know what they want. And because of that, they will waste a lot of people's time. Okay. They will waste a lot of people's time. And you deserve better than that. All right, guys, don't forget we're doing mini reads tonight following Pisces. So if you would like a mini reading tonight, visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. You can click on the link, it'll direct you to the place where you'll go ahead and book your mini read for tonight. We're only 2 signs away from our mini readings. So go ahead and grab it now. You're welcome, Tashima. All right, let's do this. We got Aquarius next. Aqua Gang, where you at? Aquarius. Janae's here. Fragrance therapy is in Aquarius. Venus. TMKC. Oh no, you missed the Capricorn read. Okay, you can rewind. It was a great reading too. All right, let's do this. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, if you're enjoying any portion of tonight's reading. It's so important to do so. It's free. It's a free step and it's an energy exchange of positive energy. And I send all that love right back to you tenfold. Thank you so much for the love. Hey, Aqua Gang. Leah's here. For those that don't know, your girl is an Aquarius. So let's see what we got tonight, guys. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Aquarius and the person that Aquarius is connected to in love and romance right now in this moment? 9 of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Swords, King of Swords, and underneath the deck we have the 3 of Cups in the reverse and the Fool card. They're feeling worried. And the best way to release any fear or worry this person has is to think very strategically on their next move. So, this is somebody that's pulling their energy away from you right now because they say, well, since I can't get through to Aquarius, I might as well begin to start looking for someone else. Take a leap of faith to see what's out there. But what they're going to do is they're going to see that they're not going to find anything like you. That's what this person is going to find out, or they found this out already. That's what I'm getting. So, the love that they have for you, Aquarius, is going to be way too powerful. They're going to start to miss you significantly, and they're going to also begin to compare these other people to you and find out like it's not the same. I screwed up. How do I get Aquarius to, care? I screwed up. Tell me more about this 6 of Swords in reverse. This is someone who really feels some kind of way because you're not giving them attention. Not like you used to in the past. You were always there, always supportive. And now that you're moving different, by pulling your energy away, they feel some kind of way and they're like, I'm getting like a bitterness energy. Like, okay, well, fine. Since Aquarius doesn't care, I go see someone else. And then it just hits them that it's making them feel worse because they're not finding you in these other people. Now, your energy is feeling a bit chaotic. And the reason why you feel chaotic is because you want to know, like, what's wrong with this person? I'm just getting like an Aquarius say, what's wrong with this person? Why are they treating me like this? Why are they moving like this? Like, why are they doing all this? Why are they not trying to come forward? And every time they do come forward, they expect me to keep giving to them. Like, when are they going to learn that I'm not playing with them? That I need more. That's what you want this person to know. Like, you can't come in and expect a one-sided relationship every single time. And you're trying to figure out, like, you're trying to make it make sense. Does that make sense, Aquarius? It's like this person doesn't really make sense to you. It all doesn't add up. The facts are not facting. And all of that is really turning you off. The way this person's behaving is a turn off because it's like, do you not realize all the loyalty, all the things you've done to support this person? And then they have the audacity to play these games. Like, really? So it triggers you to not really care anymore. So what's going to happen is this person's going to either now or later, or this has already happened because time is fluid in tarot. What's going to happen is this person is going to eventually wise up. You see, they're going to rub their two brain cells together and become very wise to realize, dang, Aquarius was actually a really dope person. Aquarius was a good partner. Aquarius this, Aquarius that. It's all going to hit this person all at once, and they're going to realize they need to let go of these other people that they, were entertaining, or other person. Yeah, they need to just surrender and just give up on trying to fight this relationship. I don't know. Let's see. Why is this person giving Aquarius a hard time? Because they're non-committal. Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress in reverse. This is someone who's very selfish. They lack a lot of confidence. They don't want to do the work on themselves. This is someone that's very content with their life. They're miserable, but then they sit in the misery and they don't do nothing to put themselves in a better position. They can sit there and complain all day, but they don't do anything to make it better. And that right there is your boundary because you want this person to change and be better. But the thing is, this person doesn't do it. And you're like, why not? Why are you not doing that for yourself? Why are you not putting yourself in a better predicament? Hey, Renee. So when things get difficult, when this person gets stressed, when this person gets triggered by you, Aquarius, they run or they try to find something easier or they want to just be alone. This is not somebody that is going to put in a lot of work. They're just very lazy. Okay. This person could be a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, such as yourself, or they can have those placements as well as water. So air and water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, predominantly in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign of their chart. All right, so let's look at advice. What advice do we have for Aquarius when it comes to this situation? We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And we have the the Page of Pentacles. Excuse me, y'all. Page of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Chariot in the reverse as well as the Death card. So this is like Spirit saying, don't repeat a karmic cycle. Learn the lesson from this person's behavior from the past with this Page of Pentacle energy, which is like a breadcrumbing energy. Be aware of this and how this person is very in and out, very scattered, as well as somebody deep down will continue to pursue you because they like your energy, but not really build with you. And there's a difference. Hey, Frankie. Yeah, it's a lot here. This person has caused you a lot of pain. Every time you let them back, they don't change because they're not your vibrational match. This is somebody that's going to be continuously be in and out of your life because they have a mood. They're unstable, they lack faith, they lack courage, they lack putting themselves in better positions. And with that, you're going to keep hitting a brick wall. So, of course, you always have free will, but if you stay in this, you're going to see a repeat of this cycle. It's going to look just the same as it's looked before. This person has not changed. Okay, be careful. Janae says, so accurate, Mika. Yeah. It's unfortunate, Aquarius, that we had to encounter, karmics. But I tell people every single time when it comes to spirituality, those are the catalysts for your growth. And if you look at those experiences as lessons, then those lessons can help you become a better version of yourself and be able to use your discernment to choose better next time. So, good luck to you, Aqua. Gang, gang, gang. I hope you enjoy the read. We got Pisces next. Chaya says, took the words out of my mind. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Country girl, I got it. I'm about to email you in just a second so you can have a link to your video and your reading. We have any Pisces here? Pisces, Pisces. All right, I just sent it to you, country girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, boo. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in booking a mini read, definitely check out the description box below as well as the pinned comment. As Mama Lisa says, you don't have to necessarily do a live mini read, but you can also do personals. That information is down in the description box as well. All right, let's do this, y'all. We got Pisces next. No Pisces tonight? Y'all fell asleep on me? No Pisces. Okay. All right. So you want to know how many people are in front of you? Um, Only three. If you book a mini reading, there's only three people. So right now we got Genesis, Cassandra, and Country Girl. Not too many people booking readings tonight so far. So plenty of opportunities for those that are interested to book a mini reading tonight. Either way, like I just sent Country Girl an email, you will receive a separate email from me with the link to this video, and your reading will be timestamped. So that way you can watch this video as many times as you like. And you don't have to be live during your reading. Of course, it's always much fun, way more fun to see your reaction when I do your reading live, but you don't have to be. Okay. All right, let's do this, Pisces. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Pisces and the person that they're currently connected to in love and romance? All right, we had a couple of cards flip out. We got the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, and we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Judgment in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. This person regrets breadcrumbing you. They feel like they made a bad choice. They weren't aware that not giving you the best or giving you their all would lead to um, issues in the relationship, but now they're aware that it's caused a lot more damage than they expected. Yeah, they really want to recover this ending and have a fresh new start. This person is still very attracted to you and they want a passionate new beginning with you. Yeah, they're hoping that they can get lucky. But they do know like they screwed up. I'm hearing they want to move past what you guys been through, but it's also someone that knows they screwed up, so they're very scared with the strength card underneath the deck. Now you're showing up in the chariot in the reverse as well as the four of wands. So this is you like the one runner, like you're the runner and this is the chaser. You're running away from this relationship because you think this person is a liar. You also perceive this person as someone that will say anything to get you to drop your guard, but then they don't deliver on what you need them to. Like you've started to really start to see it for what it is with the King of Swords, that this person is very deceptive. Yep. So that's why you're going a different direction. With the Five of Swords in the reverse, this person is hoping that you and them can make amends. Hold on a second, y'all. Yeah, they're hoping that you guys can make amends, stop the drama, stop the chaos. Like they know they play games with you, Pisces. I was about to call you an Aquarius. You could be dealing with an air sign, including an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I also got Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio predominantly in this reading. Yeah, this person is saying I really should have invested more. I should have shown up with more love, more care, more support. I shouldn't have done this to Pisces. Pisces deserve better than this. Yeah, and that's why Three of Cups is underneath the deck. They're hoping that you'll reconcile with them and give them a chance, but they're also possibly entertaining other people. That's the deceptive part. Tell me more about this Three of Cups. Yeah, they're still holding on to other people in the background while they're coming towards you. This definitely feels like somebody that's trying to keep all that hush hush, because their biggest fear is that you're over them, over this relationship, and you're going to reject them. So they got to have a backup plan, you know. But they're hoping you drop your guard. I don't think you will though, but they're hoping. Oh, hold on, y'all. Okay. So now let's look at some advice for you, Pisces. What advice do we have for Pisces regarding the situation with the person, Spirit? Three of Wands, the Hangman, and we have the Moon. All right. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. You know, I think you're holding on to the idea that this person will come back. And Spirit say, be careful with that because it's coming from a space of hope instead of the reality. I think you definitely don't necessarily want to be with this person, but just even fantasizing about this, you got to be careful. Let me get some more on this Three of Wands. Yeah, like some of you guys are hoping this person will come and chase you or come back or say something to you. You've been in this energy for a very long time. And I think after a while, you're going to eventually give up on the dream. But for those that are still caught up in the dream and the hope, be careful with this person. They're not any good news. With the Wheel of Fortune here clarifying the moon, like you know intuitively that this person's probably going to come in the same way they left. And that's true, they are. This is a karmic cycle. Totally bad news, not serving you. Spirit saying you're better off staying to yourself. Think about what you've been through. It's time to move forward and give your love where it's appreciated. Is there anything else? Yeah, someone you can't trust. And if you don't have trust, then you don't really have a relationship. So, yeah, that's what I have. A lot of fire, a lot of water here. Good luck to you, Pisces. I hope that helps someone out there. All right, I'm going to take a little brief break. And when I say brief, I mean brief, y'all. And then we're going to come back and we're going to begin mini reads. As you guys know, we have the following people that are lined up to get a mini reading today. We have Genesis. We have Cassandra and Country Girl. And anyone else. If there's anyone else that would like a mini read, I still have spots available. I see that we have Renee also on the list. So we'll add Renee to the list as well. Got you, Renee. So yeah, after we take a little bit of a break, we'll go ahead and begin the mini reads. As you guys know, these are detailed mini reads. These are not little small one carders. It's going to be like a personal. That's what it is. So you're getting a great deal tonight. I just need to step away for just a little bit and then to get everything set up so that way we can seamlessly run through things. And we will also answer any yes or no questions for our Soul Tribe members tonight. So if you are a Soul Tribe member, meaning a member of our channel membership, you get a complimentary yes or no question answer today. All right. Thank you guys so much for your patience. We'll return in just a moment. Thank you. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I had a lot going on. um, Leilani, I'm going to refund you for that accidental double order. So don't worry about that. I just can't do it right now because I have a lot of stuff going on and I really want to get everybody's readings out the way. But if you can just be patient with me, it will definitely be done tonight. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, I noticed that you did but accidentally submit it twice. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, we'll get that squared away. Okay, y'all. Ooh, tonight has been frantic, y'all. I don't know. It's just crazy tonight. Crazy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I think we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Genesis, how am I doing? I'm not doing too well, but we gonna keep going. It's been horrible tonight. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm just like over tonight, y'all, in this technology. I wish y'all could understand the frustration, but it's just a lot. Yep, it was a lot. All right, let's do this. Can y'all hear and see me okay? Somebody said that I was coming in and out. I don't know what they're talking about. I can hear and see myself just fine. Is anybody else having trouble hearing? Is anybody else having trouble hearing? Like, I mean, everything looks okay on my end. What I would recommend is if you're having trouble hearing me, click out and then click back in and see if that helps. I mean, everything looks okay, fine. Like, yeah, Genesis is fine. I don't see anything wrong. I don't know what somebody's talking about, but I'm going to get started. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the reading. People have been waiting, and I don't want to keep anybody else waiting. Genesis will be first. Just give me 1 second, y'all. If you're experiencing issues with sound, click out of the video and come back. I don't know who's having issues with sound, but click out of the video and then come back. Like close it, like close the video out, Renee, and then come back and see if it works. Everybody else can hear me and see me fine. I don't know what you're experiencing. All right, Genesis, we're going to start your reading, boo. I'm sorry for the interruptions and the delays. All right, Genesis, you want to know, what does E want with you? During your relationship, he was manipulative, a gaslighting, and abusive. I'm sorry you had to experience that. You both felt a deep connection, but he seemed emotionally unavailable and is just so toxic. I broke up with him because I don't play that. I know that's right. And he went crazy, calling and texting me from multiple numbers, showing up at places. He even put a tracker on my car. Okay. So yeah, you just been through a lot. You felt a deep connection, but his toxic ways pushed you away. And he hasn't apologized nor taken any accountability. So let me tell you this, Genesis. It sounds like you're dealing with a man that has a lot of battles that he's fighting within himself. So he can't really make space to build and cultivate a healthy relationship within you. This is a man that's very, possibly very miserable because of how he is experiencing life. And instead of dealing with the issues, he'd rather just take it out on you. And so run. This is like a no-brainer. This is a run situation. Run fast and don't look back, especially when you talked about manipulative, gaslighting, and abusive. The word abusive is significant, and that is something you need to definitely steer clear of. I don't care if it's mental, emotional, or financial abuse, run because it only gets worse. I'm going to do a general energy check in on him, Genesis, on E and your relationship, and then we'll see how he really feels about you. Spirit, tell me a little bit about E and the current energy surrounding E and Genesis relationship right now, in this moment. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Cups in the reverse, and the Five of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Cups as well as the Emperor. This is a man that doesn't know what he wants. He just is worried about losing you. So even though he feels as if you guys have had a separation and there's been an abrupt ending, the reason why he's coming back is because he wants to be able to consider you in the running. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, he doesn't know if you're the one he wants to settle down with and be with, but he doesn't want to lose you. He doesn't want to lose you because you have a very empathetic side, a very kind, loving, supportive side, a very nurturing energy. But this is somebody that's basically taking your kindness for granted. So please be wary of this. You're feeling very lonely. And I think that's why you kind of really like hate the fact things have turned out the way they have. But don't let your loneliness and the pain that you're feeling away from this situation trigger you to consider going back to the very thing that caused you all this pain. You can't be in love with a man or a woman that you don't trust. Because if there's no trust, then there's no relationship. And despite how much you've invested in this and much time and effort you put in this, that's disappointing you because your energy is coming across quite disappointing. You're untapping your potential to be with something better by staying in this. I think deep down, you want this person to give you more secretly, an apology, an accountability, effort. But this is someone that doesn't really know what they want. So you're asking someone to give you something that they don't even know if they have it to give you. It's very hard. It's a very hard predicament because the heart wants what the heart wants, but it's coming from a space of loneliness. So of course, he'll continue to play mind games with you with the 5 of swords. in order to recover and repair this relationship. It's a manipulative tactic. It's like reverse psychology. If I keep pursuing and chasing and doing things to get into Genesis's head, there's a strong possibility she'll take me back. She's done it before. She's forgiven me before. She has a very empathetic side and supportive side, and you enjoy helping people. But you're talking about somebody that's not ready for a relationship. The lovers in reverse speaks of someone that is, scared of commitment. They feel like it's probably not best to totally give to this relationship because there has been disconnect. And so, really, him coming back is deep down, honestly, getting information just to see how you feel and how far he can push you. So, it's so important that you set boundaries and standards to let a man, any man, know moving forward how to properly treat you. But if you keep going back, you're giving someone permission to keep showing up in the way that they are. And you deserve better. So, how does he feel now? Does he want anything significant? Is there any changes? Let's see. How does he honestly, truly feel about Genesis right now in this moment? The star, Page of Swords in the reverse, and the sun. He's going to tell you everything you need to hear in order to heal this situation because the truth is, he does want to make this relationship um, come back together. But the deception is stemming from a space of him living in the past trauma, past pain. He wants to act like, none of that bothers him, but it does. He knows he has to come in responsible. So underneath the deck with the Two of Wands, it tells me that he knows if he comes towards you, if he's not coming correct, you're going to reject him. So what better way than having a backup plan with the Two of Wands? So yeah, he has a lot of confidence that you'll take him back. He does. But this is not somebody that feels like building with you, not building anything long term. So, what advice do we have for Genesis with that spirit? What advice? Yeah, let go of the illusion, the hopes, the dreams. What is the reality of the situation with the moon in the reverse? You know, it's a painful realization of what this person is doing and what they're about, but the truth will set you free. That he's here for a fun time, not a long time. Okay. It's going to continuously be fighting and arguing. Deep down, you know this because you're trying to fight for somebody that doesn't want to fight for you, unfortunately. See, you're fighting for someone who doesn't want to offer you a solid love or a relationship. But be careful. Be careful with this person. It's only going to cause you more pain. Unfortunately, sometimes, we get faced with karmics, and these are spiritual tests. It puts us in predicaments to really reflect and think about what is going to help us get to the next level. Is it going to be with this person or that person, right? Is it going to be standing alone and reflecting and getting better, or will it be me going to find someone else? Well, the true level of peace and happiness comes from within. If you start looking for that validation of peace and happiness externally, it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for you to cling on to people and things, to fill voids, to heal the pain, to heal the loneliness. When deep down, if you find peace within yourself, no one can hurt you. No one can disappoint you because you can easily walk away when it's not serving you. So I really encourage you, Genesis, really get to a space of working on you, being so confident that no matter how fine a man is, how amazing he shows up, if he crosses you and crosses that boundary, you have the strength to walk away. and know that you made the right choice because your intuition is going to yell from the rooftops if this person is for you or not for you. So let me know if it resonates. I know it's a very hard read, very painful truth, but I think this is just serving as a confirmation of what you needed to know. And I really do hope that it gave you some more guidance and peace. Good luck to you. Thank you so much for the support of the channel and, of course, being a Soul Tribe member. We have Cassandra next. If you guys are just now joining us, we're doing mini reads. We just completed all 12 zodiac signs. So feel free to rewind the tape so you can catch your zodiac sign reading that we did on this live. You're welcome. On this live tonight, we have a part 2 and a part 1. So you're currently watching part 2. If you have Aries, Taurus, or Gemini in your natal chart placements, then you need to check out part 1. Okay. Yes, the questions are still opened up. You guys, if you're ever on my channel and I'm doing mini reads, just click on the link. If it's not showing sold out, it's still available, okay? So yes, it's still available. Just click on the link in the description box below to book your mini read. Miss Cassandra, are you here? Miss Cassandra, are you still here? She's here. Okay, let's do it. All right. Cassandra wants to know what is the difference between my empathetic understanding of JG's emotional state and the reality of his uncommunicated feelings? Okay. I like it. I like the question. Spirit, tell me about Cassandra and JG's relationship. What is the blockages surrounding this connection when it comes to Cassandra's empathetic understanding nature and JG's emotional uncommunicative feelings? What are the blockages that's preventing these two from working things out? We have the Page of Swords, Three of Wands, 10 of Wands in the reverse, and underneath the deck we have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Cups. The problem with you two is you're waiting for love. You're waiting for someone to come in and give you what you've been asking them. You've been waiting on JG to do this for a long time. And the thing about JG is he's moving in a very immature nature. Okay. You're talking about someone with the Page of Swords who is still learning how to navigate through um, relationships. He moves more out of logic and strategy versus out of emotions. And typically, with masculine energy, they are more visual creatures. They look at a woman, they find attraction in the woman, they think all the things that they would love to do with that woman, but it's not until a man falls deeply in love with a woman for them to have feelings. Divine feminines and women are emotional creatures. We tend to move out of feelings and emotions. And then you being a Cancer, a water sign, you're very in tune with your emotions more than the average person who is not a water sign. So you throw in all of that, you're leading more with emotion while he's leading more with logic. He could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or have that predominantly in his chart. But he overthinks things. And that's the problem because he uses his logic. He thinks very strategically. And for him, he just needs a lot more time to figure out what he wants. And this has to do a lot with immaturity. A man that's just not quite ready for something serious. A page is somebody that's curious to see if you and them can build. They're not in a space of, okay, I got everything I need. I'm at where I am at, and I'm ready to just bring someone into my world. This is not who this man is. And so you're holding on to the idea of him leveling up to be possible king or an emperor when he is not. So you're holding him to a higher expectation of showing up in love when he doesn't do that, and also to be in a more mature space, which he's not capable of that right now, not energetically. But he also has this idea in his mind, if I keep Miss Cassandra in my life, maybe one day I will. And this is your support because he's not where he can be on his own, strong and solid and not where he needs to be, you know, always plays it safe with you. And then when he plays it safe, you hold him accountable and he stresses out, totally stresses out because he's like, this is too much. And it really is. It's just not your match. That's what the disconnect really is saying. You guys are just not on the same vibration. So, all right, I think we're up. I think we're working. I hope it's working. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, Miss Cassandra. Um, we're having technical difficulties tonight with YouTube. But what I was saying was he's stressed. JG is stressed because of the pressures you're putting on him. He's not able to kind of get to the level that you need him to get to. And so he continues to play it safe, play it small, and be non-committal because he feels like he can't measure up to what you need him to. So for you, it's chasing love, right? And for him, it's chasing what makes sense. And for him, he feels like he's not ready for what you're ready for. Okay, that's the truth. He's been trying to unpack it for a very long time, even now, trying to figure out how to make this thing work. But I don't think he knows because he's not mature enough. So he just kind of messes up. You know, to be a real man and a king or an emperor, you got to be loyal. You got to stand on your own. You got to be able to protect, provide, take action towards the woman and make her feel loved and supported. And he's only a page. Yeah. So when things get hard, you know, he runs. But he has this level of arrogance about him that believes that he can be this king or this emperor. You know, that's what he believes, but that's not where he really is. Yeah. So I hope this reading helped, gave you some type of clarity or insight um, on the situation because I think ultimately Continuing to be in a relationship that's not really a match, it stirs up a lot of issues, right? It's kind of like you believe in your mind that they can do it, but until they believe they can do it and they put forth the effort to do it, then it just won't work. They're just not going to be good enough for you, and it's going to frustrate you. So any advice for Cassandra with this situation? Any advice? I know you guys aren't together, but I'm just saying it just wouldn't work. The advice is to continue to move forward, continue to move forward, get out of your head about the situation. Um, Find forgiveness in yourself. Because Three of Pentacles in reverse is saying, like a warning message from spirit, you're not going to get the type of teamwork or effort that you deserve from him. It's going to continue to stress you out, you know? So you have to build your inner confidence to walk away with the moon in the reverse and get out of your head about it and go towards what you do want, you know? I think there's a lot that can be learned from this experience. Even if you do love somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be with them, which I'm glad you moved away from it. But I think now the work needs to be done within you to find acceptance and peace and move forward. Yep. You said fair enough makes a lot of sense and logical. Good. I'm glad it works. I'm sorry. I'm starting to lose my voice. It's just been a rough night. I'm tired. Y'all, I'm so tired. And this channel has been giving me the pits all night long. I really should have not been on this live this long, but I'm drained. But I'm gonna keep moving, y'all. Y'all can probably see it in my eyes. Here we go. I might have to close the reading. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close. No more orders. Let me close it now. I can't do it anymore. Let's see. Especially if YouTube keeps acting up like this, like it's really gonna send me over the top. I can't do it, y'all. It's gonna take me there. Because I just want to go. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go. I don't like to have my clients waiting. And then, I like to give them the best experience possible. And this ain't it. It going in and out and all that. So I'm not even going to sell anymore. Sorry, guys. But if you do want a personal reading, guys, for people that missed this mini read tonight, you can always book a personal reading with me by visiting my website, mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. Sorry about that, guys. It's so glitchy. It's still doing the same thing. I thought we were past this and it's still doing it. So, yeah, we're just not going to fight that battle. We're not going to fight that battle with this tonight. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Country Girl is next. Country Girl, are you still here? She's here. Yay. Oh, Lord. It looks like it's starting to freeze up a little bit again. I don't know. Is it? I got to keep watching it because it's acting weird. Can y'all hear and see me okay? Can y'all? I think you can. Okay. All right, let's do this, Country Girl. Country girl wants to know about her ex Jay. You said he keeps contacting you about getting back together. You've tried several times and it just never worked out because he's inconsistent. He's immature and doesn't take accountability. So you want to know, will it be the same way again if we get back together? I feel it will, just need confirmation. All right. So let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Jay, Country's Girl X, that keeps contacting her. What is the current energy surrounding this relationship right now in this moment? We have the Empress, Ten of Wands, the Chariots. So, Country Girl, I don't know if you have children or if you and this person are expecting a child, but I'm getting like him looking at you as a motherly figure. And he puts you on a pedestal as being a strong, independent woman that's very nurturing and very supportive. And he really wants to manifest you back into his life. But he's taking his sweet time because he's a page of wands in reverse. So this is someone that's scattered, like you said, it's right here, very in and out, very inconsistent, and they lack direction and consistency. That so he is someone that doesn't really know where this is going to go, if he's even going the right way, because he also could be someone that's exploring the field with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. I'm getting someone that likes to impulsively talk to or pursue other things, but he respects you as a mother. You said, yes, you have a grown daughter. Yep. So he sees you as a good mother, a good maternal figure, very responsible, very nurturing. But yeah, I'm definitely getting someone that's playing the field. Okay. Now, what he does is he goes out, he plays the field when you guys have these separations, or even if you guys are in a relationship, and he gets disappointed and then he comes back. So he does this off and on game with you because, to be honest, this is a man that doesn't want to settle down yet. He still wants to have his freedom and kind of do what he wants to do. But when it's convenient for him, he wants to be able to come back. He's hoping that you will let go of whatever he's done in the past every single time. But he's still showing up as his Knight of Wands in the reverse energy. Someone that can very impulsively get easily angered, frustrated, be in and out when things don't go to, like a temper tantrum. I'm getting very immature. And then he expects you to just understand and empathize with him. So he's trying to work his magic. That's why the magician is here. He's trying to use whatever type of tactics he can to get you to drop your guard. You're showing up as this Ten of Wands, very stressed out because you've been waiting on him to change. But you also, at the same time, like you said, believe he's manipulating you. There's a part of you that really just feels like, you know, he plays too many games. And you've been in that space for a very long time, to where this person has got so wrapped up in your mind, his words. I'm getting he says a lot of things, but that's him working his magic, okay? Because he knows the right thing to get you to drop your guard and to think that whatever you're thinking is wrong. So whatever you call him out on, of course he's going to flip the story and say, "No, that's not true. Blah, blah. Remember, I love you. I want to be with you." But I don't see any love here. I don't see any love on this table. The only thing I see is a lot of passion. And I also see King of Pentacles in reverse. So that speaks of greed. So he would like to stay in your energy because of it's convenient. You are a good choice, but you're not somebody I think he wants to settle down with. Is that right? Yeah. He wants to um come towards you when he needs help, when he's unstable or feeling down. You're the best person for it because of your very nurturing nature as this empress. You bring a lot to the table, way more than he does, because he's very inconsistent. He doesn't see anything through. So with all that being said, your actual question was, will he be the same if he were to come back and you guys were to get back together? He can be a fire sign, by the way, or an air sign, or you can be that: fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Doesn't have to be. Lot of passion, a lot of lustful energy from him, a lot of impulsiveness. So Spirit, tell me about Jay. Tell me about Jay's true and honest intentions if he were to come back to try to work on things with Country Girl. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Swords in the reverse and the Three of Swords. So everything I was saying is pretty much what I'm getting here in his energy. Like, he would only be coming back because he needs someone to make him feel better. It feels like a refuge energy. I'm coming back um because I need refuge and peace. But he's still very he's very guarded when it comes to you. So if he's always been one foot in, one foot out, this is the energy of someone that's still going to be like this. The only time he comes back is when he goes out here and he regrets these other options that he meets. Yeah, he regrets these other options. He regrets making those impulsive choices because they're not better than you. Like I said, you're a better option, but he's not ready to settle down. So yeah, with the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse, he's always very much cognitive about the history you guys have, and that adds a other layer of stress this person has. So he always just takes his time when it comes to you. Secretly, he plans to take his time because, you guys been through a lot. According to him, like, this relationship is a lot to deal with, but at least it's a safe place to land. It's a safe place to land when I don't have anybody else or I don't want these other options or whatever, you know? So no, um, he's not changing for you, not changing for nobody. He's just changing for you to kind of make him feel better. Yeah. When he's down on his luck with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, he's going to you so you can kind of get him to help him recover. He's very very unstable. Yeah, with the Three of Cups in the reverse, this is definitely somebody who is liking their independence, but wants the company of a woman or wants the company of someone who can give them a sense. He's a user. Let's call it what it is. He's a user. Yeah, he won't work on healing either. Yeah, and has a huge, so no, you'll be wasting your time to even, drop an ounce of guard. I would continue to block him from whatever WhatsApp, Google Voice, whatever numbers he calling from, and go about my business. I wouldn't even respond. I wouldn't answer any unknown calls, and I'll go about my business. I wouldn't even worry about it. I really hope that helps, country girl, brings a little bit more clarity to what you're dealing with. And when you really think about it, you're doing a lot better than him, and you deserve so much better than that. But I think sometimes we get so caught up in, what a man says that they're going to do that we started to kind of like believe we're crazy. We start kind of thinking, am I crazy? Maybe I'm missing something. I know my heart and my intuition's telling me one thing, but like what, you're letting the man confuse you with manipulation, and don't let him have that power over you. So be careful. Yeah, playing games. All right. So I'm going to take a pause for mini reads. We have Renee and Leilani, but do I have any Soul Tribe members that have a yes or no question? If so, drop it in the chat. So if you're a Soul Tribe member, you can drop your yes or no question in the chat. All right, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes to get that going. We only have two more clients left for mini reads. We have Miss Renee and Leilani. So Renee and Leilani, after I answer the Soul Tribe members, we'll get to your reading. Do remember that each of my clients tonight that booked a mini read, you'll have your reading time stamped after this live ends, so you can come back and watch it anytime you want. So yeah, good luck to you. Country Girl says, yes, the reading helped a lot. Thank you, Mika. Thank you, Shay. You're welcome. You're very welcome. If I have any Soul Tribe members, if you have a yes or no question, just drop it into the chat. I'll give you guys 20 more seconds, and then we're going to close yes and no questions for members of the channel. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you, Shay, for your support. As you guys know, we're a very supportive channel. So anytime we're doing mini reads, you're welcome to hang out with us and provide an extra layer of support and guidance for our viewers that are getting readings. It's really helpful. As you guys just seen, Shay was very helpful. And sometimes, we can shed some light and support to others going through a situation based on our own wisdom or intuition or guidance. So thank you, Shay, and thanks to all that support. All right, we have Toya. We'll do Toya's yes or no question, and then we'll get to our last couple mini reads for tonight and close the live. Toya wants to know, will love find me in 2025? Thank you, Toya, for being a Soul Tribe member. Welcome to the Soul Tribe. We'll say welcome back, right? Spirit, tell me a little bit about Toya. Will Toya find love in 2025? We have the Death card. We have the Star in the reverse. And then we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse, as well as the Eight of Swords in reverse. You got to build your confidence up and begin to trust people more. So during these last couple months of 2025, unless you shift this transitionary period of healing and opening up to trust people, then no, unfortunately, you won't be able to have a relationship by 2025 because of that blockage. So you got to heal that trust factor and you got to heal that lack of faith factor where you don't believe you can find love because that's the blockage. You're like saying, I doubt I'll find someone, I can't trust these fools out here. Yeah, and it's going to lead to, a subconscious blockage. People don't realize that thoughts are so powerful. Thoughts become things. So if you're thinking very pessimistically and negatively about love, you're only calling in karmics or things to come towards you that are going to repel the positive energy. So yeah, you got to work on that negative thought, okay? That's what I have for you. If you do, yeah, of course. But for the most part, it's going to be a rough, transformative couple months before the right person shows up for you, okay? Good luck to you. Shay says, "Yep, these men are making me angry." I hear you. They making me angry too, girl. Hey, look, under my rock. Y'all know how I do on this channel. Under my rock until I find someone worthy to give my time. All right. Anybody else? You're very welcome, Toya. Do we have anybody else before we get to Renee's question? Any Soul Tribe members with yes or no question? You must be a member of the channel to get a yes or no question answered today. Last call. All right. We'll have Miss Renee and then we'll have Leilani. All right, Miss Renee, let's do this. Miss Renee says, I'm wondering, why am I so afraid to let go and speak my truth in the one area I'm prepared to complete with power, peace, and gratitude? How I can speak my truth without being so afraid. Okay, I like that. Speaking your truth, sometimes it comes from what you know other people may say or how people may judge you. And what you have to overcome with that is the ability to accept however anybody responds. Because you can't change how people are going to respond. You can't influence how people are going to respond. All you can do is just speak your truth and let people take it as they may. And you have to get to a space of saying, you know what? If they like it, great. If they hate it, that's okay too. It's just this person is not for me, or they don't relate with me, or they don't understand me, and they're just not my people. They're not my soul tribe, right? And that's okay. They can just stay over there. So let's see what the tarot has here. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Renee, Miss Renee. How can she speak her truth without being so afraid? Six of Swords in the reverse, the Magician, the Four of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. You got to break out of your comfort zone. You got to break out of your comfort zone, Miss Renee. And it may take time for you to reevaluate it and connect with yourself with this Four of Cups. And you may want to just kind of reflect about who you are, right? Because sometimes we think we know who we are, but we still need time to figure it out. You have some things from your past that you're still holding on to. And that's why I say, your self care and identifying who is Renee today and where does Renee want to go moving forward is going to be very significant in this speaking your truth journey. I feel like you're trying to manifest getting to that level of speaking your truth and confident and stuff. But I think there's still a part of you that needs to heal. Yeah, you need to get back to working on that heart chakra, working on um, what you know you deserve, and just flat out and say it and not be stressed about that. I don't think it goes down to trusting how people are going to respond. You want people to accept what you have to say, but not everybody will. And you have to be okay with that. So I think it's going to be a matter of preparing yourself so you can be clear about who you are and what you need to say your truth is. And then, two, mentally prepare with confidence internally and mentally to say, I just don't care, and really mean that. I don't care what people are going to say, how they're going to respond. But say if they don't respond well, what's your plan then? You just respectfully say, okay, that's fine. And go on to the people who will actually listen and will respect your choice. Simple as that. Anything else? Yeah, you may need to do a more research on this with the Page of Swords on new ways to communicate. I think there's a communication barrier for you, like you have like a hard time communicating or something. So you may want to do a lot of research. You can even watch YouTube videos on whatever communication style you're trying to achieve or ways to build your confidence. Yeah, Spirit is saying you may want to just learn some techniques or styles, especially depending on how you're planning to communicate this. I'm not sure, but you may want to find the most effective way to communicate this thing so that way people find it more appealing, you know. All right, that's what I have for you, Miss Renee. I hope that helps. Good luck to you. Miss Renee says, okay, I'm afraid once I said not going back. I don't want to, and it's so difficult after 25 years. You got this, Miss Renee. You got it. You got it. Just stay on the path of moving forward. You're very welcome. You're on the journey. You just got to keep learning about this new you, right? This new you. Thank you for supporting the channel tonight, too, Miss Renee. Thank you so much. Leilani, are you still here? You will be the last reading of the evening. You're very welcome. Miss Renee, you're very welcome. Miss Leilani, are you here? Oh, Miss Renee. You say you're the best always. Thank you so much, Miss Renee. It means the world to me. I'm having a rough night tonight. As you can see, Miss Renee, I'm struggling. The struggle is real, baby. The struggle is real. Last reading of the night. It's this YouTube, the YouTube. If YouTube, the glitching wasn't acting up, it would have been a way more smooth um, video. I just hate when we have all those interruptions. It just really throws the energy off. It throws my focus off, and I don't like that. All right, let's do this, Leilani. We'll timestamp your reading for you, Leilani, so that way you can watch it whenever you get a chance. Let's do this. You said, now that I've released my past relationship and opened my heart again, what does the universe want me to know about the love that's coming my way? I love it. It's very optimistic. And that's right. Once you've decided to open your heart, Leilani, you've already accepted love to come in. You're already thinking very optimistically and positively. And that's the first step. That is the first step for the universe to be aware that you're open and ready and that you've released the past. So let's see what we got for you. Spirit, what can you tell me about Leilani's love that's coming her way? What does she need to know about the person that's coming her way in love and romance? We have the Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the High Priestess. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Tower. Okay. Unfortunately, I think you got an overthinker on your hands, and this person is going to confuse the crap out of you, truly. Um, because they're going to be holding back from you. Okay. Now, this is not necessarily the person that you're going to be in a relationship with, but this is going to be someone that is definitely one of those karmic tests. I want to look at this Eight of Swords spirit. What is that about with this person? This overthinking energy. Okay. They definitely are thinking about somebody from their past that they potentially may want to go back and revisit. So when they come towards you, it's like it's a new opportunity to break away from the past person, but they're still like, I might go back to my ex. I don't know yet. So the way they're coming across is going to confuse you. You're like, wait, if you really want me, you come get me. Yeah. Why are you holding back? Why are you why are you not showing up for me, supporting me, showing that you care, being consistent? Why are you not giving me enough attention? This is going to be somebody holding back, and you don't even know why. You're like, what in the world is wrong with this person? Well, the issue is they're still considering their ex. So be wary of this person. They could be an air sign or a water sign. Doesn't have to be. You can also have that in your natal chart placement, your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, with the High Priestess to the Two of Cups in the reverse, this person is still like holding on to their breakup, thinking about their disconnect, thinking about, well, should I, secretly. With the high priestess, they're kind of staying silent about this. And this high priestess energy can also speak to someone that is not very clear. He or she needs more information to kind of know, like, are you the right choice? Oops, sorry. Seven of Cups is like, I don't know. Like, I just need more time. I need to see. I need to date Leilani to kind of see if it's really a good choice for me. All the while, you're like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Yeah, so this person is going to definitely be very inconsistent with the King of Wands in the reverse, with showing up with love, very closed off. And they will have the potential to run as soon as they're disappointed. Can you give me something about this King of Wands in reverse? Yeah, and go off to someone else. God dang it. All right, Leilani, we're not going to leave you like that. Let's see if there's anybody else coming towards you. And that other person they're going to could be their ex. But Three of Cups, it can be anybody, okay? But yeah, they're impulsively triggered. I'm getting a player, by the way, too, potentially. They um they may have dealt with some type of off and on relationship, and you would be like one of those place fillers type things, flings. And you're like, what's wrong with this person? Why are they not? That's why. That's what's going on. Is there anybody else? Is there anybody else coming towards Leilani? Leilani want love now. Come on, spirit. Three of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we've got the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Another person that don't know what they want. I think this is the same person. It's either the same person or somebody that is coming in from your past. That's what I'm getting. Because with the Three of Wands, this is like somebody that's been waiting on you. So I don't know if this is like a past person that got tired of waiting on you to come back, so they take action towards you, or if it's the person we just read, like they may come back and spin the block. Can you tell me more about who this person may be, Spirit? Yeah, seems like your ex that wants to mend things with you, so that'll be another person coming towards you in the mix. Yeah, with the Two of Cups, it looks like you don't have any motivation to want to be in a relationship with this person. With the Two of Cups to the Three of Cups in reverse, to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you like, nah, I'm trying to move away from this. So yeah, it feels like that ex you were talking about in your intake form. They definitely want to pick up where you left off with the Seven of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. They're hoping that you'll be willing. Yeah, they've been thinking about this for a very long time, and it's driving this person insane. I think their energy's off because they miss you, and so they reach out or something. They get tired of waiting on you. But they don't, I mean, it feels very one-sided, and it feels like they're going to not give you much to work with. It's just their comfort zone. You're just familiar to them. So, will Leilani find someone else for the rest of 2025? Um, I think you're going to be very picky. You'll get offers, but you're going to be very picky. And you're going to have a hard time putting yourself out there. So that limits your exposure and your opportunities to date people. So my advice to you is don't limit your opportunities. I feel like you're someone who is not like actively getting out there, attending events, making yourself seen, dating apps. Like you got to be more like visual, like more seen, more people got to know that you're single and you're ready to mingle. But then it's like when you do get the people that come towards you, the very few, you get real picky, but the same at the same time, when you're out there like not dating people, this is all you get. And then you get frustrated. So what I would say is you got to put yourself out there more. I hate to make it seem that way. Like, how can I put it? I'm trying to put it in the words of what I'm tired. What I'm trying to say is you've got to be able to have options. If you're single and you want to have different suitors, you got to be able to consistently put yourself out there. You can't yourself out there one day, be defeated, and then go back and hide. It's going to take a lot more time to find someone. You're like, okay, well, no. And then you're nitpicking that one person, which is fine. But then you start judging everybody else and you go hide. You get what I'm saying? So that's the pickiness I'm talking about, to where you just assume and you can become very picky, something like that. And it limits your opportunity to find love. So yeah, with the star in the reverse, you begin to lose hope. Like I say, like you get defeated when something does, like, oh, okay, well, forget it. But you're saying, okay, I'm defeated, but then you really want love, you know? So the first thing is, yes, own that. Does that make sense? I hope so. I know you're not on the live, but watching this recording, I hope that makes sense. Don't go backwards. Keep going. Just accept the no, or accept the rejection, and keep going if you want to find love. And I think you'll be fine. Yeah, you got to overcome these disappointments and reprioritize the people that you really want to try to meet. So, like, if I reject somebody, I'm not going to go hide and say, forget it. I'm going to say, okay, they're not for me, and I'm going to keep going. I hope that makes sense. You're not here, so I can't really talk to you, but that's what I got for you. Let me know if it resonates. I'm going to bed. Oh, man, y'all. Don't forget, your girl does offer personal readings. You can visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, for more information. As you guys know, my personal readings are, um, it varies. I've got videos, I got mini reads, I got 3-question readings. And every now and then I'll do pop-up mini reads like I did tonight. But of course, when it comes to these mini reads, you got to get them while you can, because once we sell out, we sell out. So thank you all so much for coming out tonight and showing your support. Boy, oh boy. It's been a journey, y'all. To say the least, it's been a mess. But thank you so much for coming and being patient with me. I've had several of you guys hold on and just really try to help me get through this reading tonight. And just like I do every single reading, I'll have timestamps for all of the signs, as well as those mini readings. And Miss Leilani, I will go ahead and refund you that accidental second order. Thank you guys so much for your support. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Be sure you guys like the video to show your support. And good night, everyone. Namaste. Thanks for watching.